Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga apologizes for the 6-month delay in supplying books to Limpopo schools, and the NPA says they will consider putting some of the witnesses in the Cato Manor case under a witness protection program. I'm Richard Brooks. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga has apologized for the 6-month delay in supplying books to Limpopo schools. She has, however, refused to resign over the debacle, instead putting the blame on former Limpopo Administrator Anish Karodia. Motshekga and Limpopo's Education MEC Dixon Masemono visited the provincial warehouse in Polokwane today, where they inspected the process of sorting books for delivery to schools. She says she fired Karodia after he failed to meet set targets.
He has, as an administrator, to put up the plan, a solid plan that doesn't fall flat. So I did my part as early as February, that we had secured money from Treasury to procure books. So money was not a problem. As early as February, I had given him instructions to order. When I came here before Easter's, I told him if I could come back here after Easter's and find books not here, I would ask him to leave, which I did. Because when I came back here in April, there were no books. That's why I had to replace him.
DA spokesperson on basic education, Annette Lovemore, says it's the minister's responsibility to ensure that the crisis Limpopo learners have faced is not repeated. She says if Motshekga cannot guarantee this, then she must resign. NPA spokesperson Mutunsi Maha says they will consider putting some of the witnesses in the Cato Manor case under a witness protection program. He was reacting to a ruling by the Durban Magistrates Court granting bail of 5,000 rand each to 18 members of the Cato Manor Organised Crime Unit. Their arrests followed reports that the unit had become a hit squad, killing several suspects. Maha elaborates.
We're looking at the factors holistically to also take into account the fact that there are witnesses that are living in fear. Now, in all probabilities, we have to consider placing some of the witnesses under protection, witness protection, because now the accused are out on bail. So it cannot be a situation where you look at one factor and then agree to people being granted bail.
Mining experts say job losses in the platinum sector are likely to continue due to weaker global demand. Several platinum mines, including Royal Bafokeng and Aquarius, have already announced plans to suspend some of their operations. Platinum mines are currently seeking ways to reduce costs to survive the current downturn. Thomson Reuters mining analyst William Tankard.
None of those, I think, could be described as a particularly radical move. I think the market was already looking at those being possible outcomes. But ultimately, what we're looking at now is a market that is seeing too much platinum supply, with the outlook in Europe in particular, where a lot of the platinum supply ultimately ends up in the form of diesel automotive catalysts. Demand is very weak, and we